Yeah, Chaos, what's up, man? It's your boy Keith back with your week 6 recap, man. We really ain't got too much this week, man. There was a lot of sins, a lot of force winds going on in that game last week, man. We're gonna get back at it. We're gonna get to that back to that 9%, keep the activity alive, but we still gonna bring you that exclusive content and news around the league, man. We're gonna jump right into it with a couple games that was played, man. Shout out to the Redskins and the 49ers, man, being one of the few players who played their games, man. Redskins came away with a dominant win, man. 452 yards compared to the 290 yards from the 49ers. Turnovers, man. The Redskins did have 3, and the 49ers did have 4. I wouldn't say the rushing yards weren't too bad, 108 compared to the 49ers 25. Looking at the quarter-by-quarter stats, the Redskins came out the gate with 14-7. Again, another 14-7, and again another 16-7 in the fourth quarter. So it looked like they was up by one possession, and each and every time that the 49ers tried to come back and answer, but they did go on to win the score of 44-21. Moving right along to them Titans, man. The Titans had the juice a couple weeks ago, but lost now recently back-to-back, only coming out with 228 yards compared to the Lions' 231 yards. Shout out to them Lions being in such a tough division with them defending champs, the Packers, and those them Vikings coming out with the big lead against the Jags this past week. Nothing too much on offensive rushing yards. Only allowed 10 yards rushing. Have no idea what's going on there. They didn't have any turnovers apiece, man. It just appears that Detroit just finally just came away with a solid win, man. Right now, I want to say that Detroit is sitting at 3-1 on the season, so they definitely made some turnarounds. Quiet Cinderella team. We just gonna see how far they're gonna go this season in week 3. Moving right along, the Cardinals and the Dolphins. Offensive yards game, 289 to 279. Clearly another close game as far as the total yards go. The Cardinals did put 194 yards on the ground, almost 200 yards rushing, which they're definitely another team that's sitting pretty solid, just like the Lions. Saying 3-1, leading the division over the Seahawks, the Rams, and the 49ers. So that's a big team to be mentioned, big team to be on the lookout for. Again, turnovers. The Cardinals did have 3 turnovers too. The Dolphins 1. It looks like they actually got the game sold up in the fourth quarter by scoring the final touchdown, and it also looks like they ended up getting a safety on the Dolphins. So I don't know. I guess they was applying pressure, but they did go on to win 24-21. And something else I wanted to look at this week, man, a couple stats, man. Let's take a look at the top 5 or 6 defensive teams, man. We got the Colts sitting at number 1, the Cowboys sitting at number 2, the Patriots, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Monarchs. Now, that surprised me, man. The Colts didn't look too hot beginning of the season. I want to say it was right around 500. They definitely still got a tough division to get out of, but right now they definitely leading the league in defense. So I have no idea where they actually sitting as far as their offense goes, but they sitting at the top for defense, man. So definitely be on something to look out for. Maybe defense do win championships, and maybe they can get something clicking after their big win this week. But last but not least, we have our Drive Dragons. Again, this week wasn't too big, man, as far as goes, but we did find a way to bring you some type of media this week, man. Let's shoot for a bigger sim this week as far as our game of the weeks go. Y'all make sure y'all get them weekly pick'ems in so we can add up them points. But jumping right into it, man, y'all check out the video from our weekly draft, Ed Oliver, man, from the Houston Cougars. 29 solo tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble his previous season before he entered the NFL draft. Y'all check him out. Much love to y'all. Make sure y'all get them picks in. Make sure y'all schedule them games. And we will be back live for week 7, man. Y'all be out.
Sell them kilos, got a shop out of town and got a spot just around the way. Let's be specific, if I'm the nigga you feeling am I wrong for showing interest in these women surrounding? I'm a straight digger down and go. No time to lounge with hoes on the grind all the time. I done been down this road. Strictly need my C-no. Can you keep up with my lingo? Some say life is a gamble, which means love is a casino. Everybody just playing to win. Think I made it again. Though many ladies pretending, hoping this ain't what it is. This business I'm in made me taking a beat. Would you still be my friend when I'm lonely, love? Get them gone, cause ain't no one on the phone but someone who's strong when it's rough, someone who won't give up. Ain't no wasting time, hustle every night. Promise everything is alright.